Every year, lakhs of students have to sit down during college admissions and have to answer this one question that will shape the next 4 years of their lives. Which CSE specialization do you want? And the way most people answer that question is they just Google highest paying CSE specialization 2026 or just go with whatever sounds the most impressive on a resume. AI and machine learning, data science, cybersecurity, cloud computing. The names sound incredible. The problem is, most people have zero idea what these things actually involve, and the gap between the reality and the name is exactly where the regret lies. So, today I want to close that gap. I'm going to walk you through these specializations and what they really mean, the kind of person that thrives in each one, and the questions you need to ask yourself before you lock anything in. Before we get into these specializations themselves, I want to call out something that trips a huge number of students. When you see CSE with AIML or CSE with data science on a college brochure, that title is partly a marketing decision and not entirely a curriculum decision. A lot of colleges introduced these labels around 2019 and 2020 when AI became the buzzword just because it filled seats faster. So here's the first thing you need to do. Look at the syllabus, not the name. A CSE with AI program in one college might mean three solid machine learning courses with research active faculty and real project work. At another college, it might mean the same general CSE curriculum with one extra elective on Python basics renamed as Introduction to AI. Same title, completely different products. Alright, let me walk you through the main ones. AI and machine learning. This is the most talked about and probably the most misunderstood. AIML is fundamentally a math heavy field. Calculus, linear algebra, probability, statistics combined with programming and a lot of data wrangling. Your work involves understanding how models learn, training them, debugging them, and eventually deploying them into real systems. If you genuinely enjoy mathematics and like the idea of research style thinking, then this is a great fit. Data science is often lumped together with AI and ML, but they're quite different in field. A data scientist's week looks like this: pulling data with SQL, cleaning messy data sets, running statistical analysis, building dashboards, and presenting findings to people who aren't technical. If you like patterns, enjoy business problems, and don't mind explaining your work to a room full of non coders, then this is for you. Data science has incredibly high demand across every industry, not just tech. Cybersecurity is massively underrated. While everyone piles into AI, cybersecurity is globally undersupplied. There are far more open roles than qualified people to fill them in, and that gap is growing, not shrinking. The work involves understanding how systems get attacked and building defenses against it. Networks, OS internals, cryptography, ethical hacking. The kind of person that thrives here is someone who thinks like a detective and has the patience to dig deep. And if that describes you, then this is one of the best long-term career bets in tech right now. Full stack development and software engineering. This one sounds the least flashy, but has the widest job market so far. Every product company needs software engineers who can build things end to end. Front end, back end, APIs, databases, deployment. You understand the whole product, not just one layer of it. The fundamentals you build here transfer into every other specializations eventually anyways. It is never the wrong choice if you execute it properly. Cloud computing and DevOps is the plumbing of the software world, and people who understand it well are extremely well paid. This field is about infrastructure, how software gets built, tested, deployed, and running at huge scale. If you're someone who gets more excited by how systems work under the hood, then this is for you. Internet of Things and Embedded Systems. This is the hardware software crossover. Sensors, microcontrollers, real time systems, the kind of code that works inside smartwatches. It's a niche field, but it's deep, and the EV and manufacturing boom is quietly creating a lot of demand for people who understand it. If the idea of your code interacting with the physical world excites you, then this is worth considering. Now you've heard what each one really involves. But how do you really decide? 3 questions. Answer them honestly. Question 1. What do you enjoy doing? There's a real difference between I think AI is interesting and I genuinely love working with mathematical models and debugging for 3 hours straight. Question 2. What does your day to day life look like? If it sounds interesting, you'll stay motivated. And if it doesn't, you won't, no matter how impressive the salary is. Question 3. Can you verify that your college actually delivers on this? This is the most important point, and almost nobody does this. Go to LinkedIn right now. Find people from your college who graduated in that specialization 2 to 3 years ago. What are they working on right now? What roles did they land? That is your most honest data point. A lot of you watching are probably wondering, should I just skip this entire debate and go with general CSE? And honestly, yes. that is a completely valid choice in the right circumstances. If you don't know yet what to focus on, General CSE gives you 4 years to figure that out through internships, projects, and exploration. But General CSE requires more self direction. Nobody builds that depth for you. You have to find your specialization yourself. Students who drift through General CSE without direction end up with 4 years of surface level exposure across everything and depth in nothing. Quick word about a path a lot of you might be considering alongside traditional BTech. Scalar School of Technology doesn't make you choose a specialization before you've taken a single class. The program is built around core CS fundamentals with the philosophy that you'll discover where you want to go deep through actual exposure. Entry into SST is through NCET, which tests maths and logical reasoning, followed by interview rounds. If you're seriously preparing for NCET, Delta is the prep resource built specifically for it. Mock papers, interview prep, full syllabus coverage, built by SST students for NCET aspirants. And if you haven't registered yet, use the link in our bio or our coupon code Delta50 to get 50% off on exam fee. To wrap up, there's no universally best CSE specialization. There's a right one for how you think, what you enjoy doing every day, and what the college you're joining teaches well. All the best.